Hey everybody, this is Jim from MusicPlayers.com saying hi to you again. Today we're at the Dangerous Music NAMM 2016 booth, and I personally, I love their stuff. I got 3 of their pieces myself, but I don't want to talk about it too much because I probably won't be objective. We're going to have John from Dangerous talk a little bit about what they've done this year and how great these pieces are, and for me in particular, the 2-Bus Plus is really exciting.
Excellent. Hey there, how we doing? What's happening? So let's take a look about what we've had going on the last year or so. So we don't have anything new that we're rolling out here today, but within the last year we actually have kind of come out with 3 new products. So a year ago this week we actually rolled out the Convert 8 and the Convert 2, which is our 8-channel and 2-channel D-to-A converters. All right. So the cool thing about these guys is each of them we're going to give 4 inputs, and the biggest thing is the actual USB input here as well. So I can connect these directly to my computer, and I can get 2 channels of D to A conversion here. Now we're only talking about D to A; it's not A to D. So D to A here, USB, AES SPDIF inputs. You have 2 of those on the Convert 2. And you also have your ADAT 1 and 2 optical input there as well.
That's a big deal for monitoring and making sure the quality's there.
Yeah, monitoring, mastering, anything where you're looking to pull 2 channels of D to A conversion. It works extremely well with, say, our Monitor ST. If we've got an analog summing device like a 2-Bus Plus, which we'll get to here in a second. So we want to monitor that return track. So having that 2 channels of D to A conversion with the quality here in a Convert 2 is paramount, really. So cool thing here, one thing to note is we have this level control here. So essentially what this does for me is if I want to use this and go straight to a set of studio monitors, I can do that. This doubles as a level control for speakers, right? When I want to send it to a monitoring controller here and I want line level output, I turn that all the way up, active light goes off, so I'm now at line level going to my monitor controller. So that's a neat little feature that we're going to get here. We have our calibration select and also sample rate, which is consistent between the 2. Now Convert 8 is obviously going to give us 8 channels of output. Okay. With that said, we don't have the fancy metering here on the Convert 8, but we do have the signal present LEDs here. Okay. So that's pretty neat. Again, 4 inputs, and both these guys you can actually integrate with the Monitor ST controller as well, so we can change and select our inputs there.
So if they're using a Monitor ST, they could be sitting on the couch in the back of the studio, kind of, if they, or at least a few feet away.
Yeah, and I can change my inputs with the remote control. Yeah, absolutely. So we also have the USB here. Now, what these are good for is, say I want multiple outputs for surround sound or analog summing, and I don't have those outputs. I can have those available to me here via USB, or a SPDIF on a DB25 connector, or ADAT optical, and we have an optical SPDIF here connection as well.
Yeah, see, optical's nice. Do you guys also have those interface with AES? Like it can come out SPDIF going to AES, or vice versa?
Well, you would need a converter for that, AES or SPDIF. What we have here as far as our SPDIF and AES, well, it's an XLR connector, so it'll lock to SPDIF or AES. So 75 ohms, 110 ohms, you just have the right cable. If I'm coming from SPDIF or AES, I can make that happen either way. Yeah, so that works. As you can see here, we've got meters going. So essentially I have, coming out of the computer here, I'm running Pro Tools into the Convert 8s or out of the Convert 8s, and I'm also running iTunes simultaneously out of the Convert 2, so we've got both of them going at the same time. Yeah, so that's cool. So let's talk about the 2-Bus Plus.
Yay!
Right, so this is kind of your up your alley here. So essentially what we've done here with the 2-Bus Plus is we still have our 16 channels of analog output here. Done some different things. We've eliminated 6 of the mono switches, so you can only take 2 stereo stems and some mono them. So we've done some research and found that most people are actually only using them for, say, kick drum and snare, or, say, bass guitar and vocals, that sort of thing. So we eliminate some of those there. Big thing about this is the processing section, and so we've been hearing about it, and we've got it. So essentially what I have is a harmonics generator here, 2nd, 3rd order harmonics. We also have a parallel limiter here as well, both of which can be assigned to a mix bus or 1314 and 1516, 2 of the stereo pairs. So as you can see, if you can see here, I don't know if you can pick that up, but harmonics here I can assign to the mix bus. I can go to 1516 or I can go to 1314, right? Same thing for the parallel limiter. I can go to mix bus, 1516 or 1314, okay? These are on a parallel bus, so these are parallel blend controls here, okay? So we have that going on. With that said, if I'm on the same bus, I can also reverse the order of these guys as well, which is pretty cool. I've just got to be on the same bus in order to make that happen.
Which is great for creativity when you want to, if you want to change up the way that the harmonics are working with your signal path. And I mean, that can't be understated because, I mean, anybody who loves dangerous stuff like myself, you know how clean it is, but how open and wide it is. It gives a dimension. It's hard to put into words. You can't put it into words. You just, when you hear it, you go, oh my God. Now to add some harmonics to it and some other things like some coloration to your taste, that's just, to me, that's priceless, right?
Yeah, it really does, man. And again, you know, I can dial in the exact amount of what I'm looking for here on the parallel blend. So outside of those guys, we also have the transformer, right? The transformer, wired in a series on the output, only on the mix bus, so I can really get some saturation on the output with this guy here. All true hardwire bypass, so if I don't choose to have the color, I can knock it out, and you know, I can really see what I have going on there. Right? We also have the external effects here as well, which is on the true hardwire bypass, which follows the processing section right before the output. So if I want to insert any outboard gear, I can do that right here and engage it here and disengage. Yeah, so that sort of thing. Another real cool thing is on the back is our connectivity, right? So 2-bus LT had DB25, the 2-bus Senior had XLR, so this actually has both. Right. So I can obviously integrate it into any system that I had a 2-bus LT, or perhaps I had a 2-bus Senior seamlessly without having to change any cabling and anything of the sort. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely. Less crosstalk, you know, and some of the technical specs behind it. So it's really a great box. Offered at $100 more than what the 2-bus Senior was selling for. So this is $29.99 as opposed to the $28.99 as the 2-bus Senior.
Well, that's, I mean, to me, it's worth it. You know, and anybody, I mean, something you're going to use every single day is worth it.
Absolutely.
Did you want to touch on anything else? Are we good?
No, I think that's what we have here. So these guys last year, this guy was about 6 months ago, and this is what we're focusing on right now. You know, we're still riding them high, and you know, having a lot of fun with them. Yeah, definitely.
Thanks so much, John. I appreciate it, man. Yep. All right. Everybody, this is Jim from MusicPlayers.com at NAMM 2016. Thanks again. You got to check out Dangerous Stuff. If you haven't heard of it, you got to. It's great. I've got it in my studio. You need to have it in yours. Have a good one.